Hello guys. So in this video, we will move from the hello world example that we saw for Hibernate into a real-time example. Let's take for example an online auction system. This in Hibernate, several Hibernate books is defined. Like for example, Hibernate in action or Java persistence with Hibernate is defined. Is called the caveat emptor of online auction system. So now I'm going to talk about how from a business model you can analyze the business model and come up with entities of the domain model, right? How we'll also analyze and find out the entities of a domain model. So any software development effort, it begins with the analysis of the domain of the problem domain. So when we we talk about this, we for the first thing you need to know is entities. So entities are just notions that are understood by the users of the software system. Like for example, you have payment, customer, orders, item, bid, right? These are notions that are understood by the users of the software system. So so this can also include less concrete things that are, like for example, a pricing algorithm. But nevertheless, all these entities are found in the conceptual view of the business and is called the business model, right? Now, architects and developers of object-oriented software, they analyze the business model and come up with what is called the object-oriented model. Right? This object-oriented model will define entities that are relevant to the online system under consideration. So, for example, category, item, bid, etc. So they also deal with entities and also the relationship in this object-oriented model. Now, such an object-oriented model is what is called a domain model, right? So this is called a domain model. Now let's look at the domain model or analyze the business model and analyze the domain model of our caveat emptor auction system. So the caveat emptor, this auction system auctions different type of items. It could be uh, movie tickets. It could be uh, any item, books, right? So it could be any different type of items, and the auction system works like users can make bid on an item until the bid period expires, and the highest bidder wins. And just like in stores, you have items that are stored in categories. So that is done so that the user can search on an item easily by looking at the category, and related items are grouped together in categories, right? So we also have a similar notion of a category. So we need to have a notion of a category, right? And also while the auction system runs, user can build up reputations, which is called a web of trust, that will define the trustworthiness of a seller, which is done in the form of comments which buyers can put about the sellers, and the comments are visible to all other users. So from this we see, and in one another point, or rather two things also to consider, or you have an address that that is also an entity for that which is associated with the user, and the user can have several of these like home, billing and shipping information, and the user can also have different type of billing details. So this means that we can come up with these preliminary entities: category, item, bid, comment, address and billing details. Thank you.